What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Longing palette from Adept Cosmetics. So you all remember I told you I wasn't necessarily crazy about the color story, but I still gonna get it. And then I noticed that it was similar to something else in my collection. The thumbnail for that video should be right here. I did a 4 looks for palettes as to why you don't need to buy some of the new releases, and this was one of the releases, but I had already told you all I was getting it, and it arrived at my doorstep while I was on vacation, so I just got time to sit down and film with it today, girl. But if you like videos like that, the one I just showed with me duping products, I dupe fragrances now as well. I'll give you alternatives to fragrances that are already in collection. So I haven't made a thumbnail from one of those, but I do try out a lot of new fragrances. That thumbnail should be right here. Then if you like new makeup releases, then this is definitely a place for you. I try out a lot of new eyeshadow palettes. I try out a lot of new makeup. I try out a lot of new fragrances, and then I give y'all my views and takes on them. So if you're interested in those type of videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Without further ado, girl, let's get into it, because it's me and I'm quite long-winded, and you know we got other ones to review. So this retails for, I don't remember. Love how I just start off acting like I was so confident. Yeah, I don't remember how much this was. I want to say it was between 42 to 48. Do not quote me, because like I just said, I don't remember. By the time I get to the eyeshadow portion of this, I should have a number for you, but I'm just too lazy to get up and get my phone. Thank you so much. So we're going to start off with comparisons when it comes to the actual Blend Bunny collection, of course. And what okay, this is just maybe my gripe, but I hate the fact that they have like a whole bunch of different size palettes. Like, you see how there's 3 different sizes of palettes right here? So this is the normal size, this tall one right here. Then the one I got is like the medium size, and then this one is like the smaller one. So like, I wish they would just have like one size, but you know, we just gotta do what we got. So I'm gonna show you the all done up palette alongside the Longing palette. Unfortunately, my green shade, the one I was most excited about, called, oh sorry, one of the ones I was most excited about, called If Only, right here, she showed up cracked, so I can't, you know, fully hold my palette up lest crumbs be falling everywhere. By the way, this is the shade that I'm talking about. I had to press it back in before I started this video. But yeah, so this is what both of them look like side by side. I feel like this would be nice to go together in the fall with this one, because you can get a few more pastels out of this one with the blues and greens. And then you have these deeper, warmer tone shades for people who like that sort of thing. So I kind of feel like this is an extension of this palette, because I feel like if you cover up like the 3 shades right there, I can't again because the palette has the broken shade in it. Then you would get this palette, because see, you has the greens and the blues right here to start off. Sorry, the greens and like I guess the grayish purple tones right here, and then she just added like a few more tones onto it. So I feel like these are quite similar when it comes to like the depth and whatnot. It's just she mixed warm tones and cool tones with this one, and I feel like the new one is just more cool tones and nothing else. The next one I'm going to show you is the Dollhouse. Now this is more of her traditional nude palette. This is the first kind of like nudish palette she came out with. Again, I feel like this is a little more geared toward warm tones, but it still has like the blue and pink kind of the blue purplish type aspect to it as well. So she already had a couple in her collection that look really similar to this. Shout out to Deanne from Nicole. She did swatches comparing a few of the Blend Bunny palettes and the shades in it to help you determine like if you really needed it and whatnot. So I'm definitely gonna make sure I pop those up here right now so you can check out all the swatches and the differences in between those before we move on to the next one. Girl, I hope your day been going better than mine, because child, we started off out the house a little bit late. I'm just glad my mom didn't hold us up further than I thought she was going to. So there's that. The picture should have gone up by now. So now we're getting into some more comparisons. Now these, I just feel like might be good companion palettes for these palettes. Some of them are companion. The rest of them are pretty much going to be companion palettes. I showed you the ones I feel like look most similar besides one other palette that you'll see in a few minutes. But this is the recently deceased palette from Melt. Y'all know when they did the Beauty collection. We all remember that. So I feel like if you wanted like some fun bright pops of color to add to this one, that you could go ahead and use your Beetlejuice one and pair them both together, and they would go nicely together, because this has a lot of the cooler tone ones, and I feel like this one is a little warmer and a little bit brighter, especially with that fun chartreuse green shade for Beetle guys. I think that'll be perfect to put in here, so I'm excited to use those together. Then I have the Minka palette from Adept Cosmetics. I think this would be a really nice one to go with this. I feel like It has a couple of different tones of purples because I feel like her purples might be a little bit warmer. So the purples in here will go nicely, and then these shimmers have a gorgeous effect. And y'all know Adept does shimmers well. Now, Blend Bunny has got better at doing their shimmers, but I still feel like Adept shimmers would be better. So that's why I wanted to pair this palette in particular with this one, because I feel like some of the tones will go with it nicely, like this gorgeous shade right here. Then there's one I think called Selena or Linda that I feel like has gorgeous, beautiful shifts in it, and the Blend Bunny mattes are unmatched. So I feel like this would be a good one to add on and use with the Longing palette. Then we have the Michaela X Glam Light palette, just because I feel like hers is, again, a warmer version of this palette, if you will, because I feel like they have really similar tones, and this one's like warmer and brighter, and this is more gloomy and doom, if you will, for lack of a better term. So I feel like these would pair nicely together because they have a similar enough color story to where you could work both for men and make some really nice looks. Then this is the one I originally compared it to, which is the Unearthly Cosmetics Not Normal palette. I think they just had a 40% off sale. Karen posted about it on her community tab. If anyone's interested, I don't know when this video is going up, though. It might be done by then. If it is, my bad. But this is what I originally compared it to, just because I felt like the color story was immediately what it made me think of. And as you can see on this black background, it makes it pop more. Again, I feel like because of this lavender, it makes it look, you know, gloomy and doom. I understand that it matches the rest of the palette, but I don't know. It just makes it look gloomy and dull to me. So I compared it to this palette in the video I showed you all at the beginning of this video. And the last one I have is the Winter Wonderland from Cosmic Brushes. I'm actually waiting on my package to show up. They said it's on the way and shipping, so I'm hoping to have it toward the middle of this month. Hopefully, it depends on how long it gets held in customs. But I just feel like the nice blues and purples in here will go nicely with this, because you could get a nice pastel green and blue moment, or a nice blue, green, and purple moment, because y'all know I live for a moment like that. So I feel like this would pair nicely with this one, so that's why I'm going to show them both together. So now that we've got all that all the way, let me zoom you in real quick in cute light. I'm wearing both the Kosas foundation, so I put the BB Burst in with the original foundation to make it work for me, because I don't like the original foundation on its own. And if y'all remember, I told y'all I felt like the BB Burst made me look really like, you know, cakey, and my pores look huge, so I don't really like it on its own. So I figured if I put both of them together, it would look nice, and it has turned out pretty nice. I have on a L'Oreal blush. I have on the Fenty highlighter, the one in the giant pan that she came out with her bronze collection. I think it was last year. So I have in the giant pan. I think this one is chocolate swirl, because pecan swirl is at my house. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. My bronzer is Kosas. My setting powder is Kosas. So I mainly did Kosas with a couple of other brands and called it a day. But I'm going to go off camera and get my life in order. I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all. So this is the eye I came up with for the first look. I think about doing 2 looks because I want to do like a smoky purple eye as well, in addition to this green smoky eye, or maybe like a light soft purple. I don't know. But I took the shade If Only in the front of the eye. I took a few shades actually. So I did like these 4 right here. Is that right? Yeah, I did these 4 right here. Then I did this one. I used these 2 right here. And this shimmer. So I basically just stuck to the greenish half of the palette, since I had made up my mind I wanted to do 2 looks. So I'm going to be dipping around a lot. So I'll start off with the shade, the 2 lightest shades. So I'll start off with Stolen Glance. That's that darker brown one. And then I mixed in Sonder with it. I'm so sorry if you can hear the neighbor's music. I hope you can, because I'm not trying to get demonetized because they out here playing rap music because it's the 4th of July and they want to have some music while they're cooking. This is a Sigma E40 Max. So this is the tapered blending brush from the E40. Ooh. What happened to him anyway? I'm just curious. Now that I said that, I'm like, where did E40 go? And now I'm gonna take Starcross, and I dusted that like all up in here originally at the front and the top. So I wanted to have like somewhat of a lighter color. Now I'm gonna go into shade Whoa, the mint green one. I'm gonna try to keep it at a minimum when it comes to like talking, just so I can like edit out as much music as possible. Okay, so that looks good enough to me. Okay, now we're gonna take the green Bittersweet. We're gonna start off with Remorse. That's that dark green that you see in the back of my eye, and then we're going with it, If Only, that y'all saw swatched on my hand in the front, and it's all that's left is what we're gonna put in the inner corner. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. I'm just like, yeah, give it to me. Okay, so now we're taking if you, sorry, if only. So, a nice cute little transition. Now we're gonna go into all that's left. And this is pretty much your finished eye look minus the double eyeliner situation. So I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order, do, you know, I think I'm sexy pictures. Then we'll come back and work on this purple side here, because y'all know it's purple in the palette. I have to do a purple look. So this is a surprise for y'all. 2 looks, 1 palette. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is the second purple smoky vibe that I was going for. So I used this half of the palette this time. So I used all the purples right here. I used this black and this shade right here for the inner corner. And then I used these two as transition like last time. So let's get into it, girl. So I'm gonna start off with the 2 shades I used before. I ended up putting the light purple called Twist of Fate on top of all this after I got done. But y'all know you do the one side, you gotta do the other one. So here we are doing it to the other one. Yay. Yeah, I'm glad the guy honestly just stopped with the music, because I was like, I told y'all in that first look, I was like, look here, sir. I was concerned about them and the music playing the entire time I was making my video with. Okay, the other brush. So now I'm going to go in with, what is it called? Pleading. That's the deeper purple shade after the first shade. So I'm going with this in the crease, and then we'll come back and deal with adding the light purple Twist of Fate. Yeah, y'all, I only get a certain amount of time to film because my mom is downstairs doing stuff, and then I'm like, when she's done downstairs doing stuff, we're gonna be ready to like leave. So I wanted to get, you know, as much as I could done. And then tonight, when I come back, since it's Thursday, I need to film my new makeup releases. Look, sir, y'all, shade now Twist of Fate, and start putting that on. Okay, y'all, so let's go into the black shade now, which is called Heartbreak. I tried not to bring it too far in just because I was like, I wanted, you know. And we're going to take this on the front as well after I add some more purple perhaps. We'll have to see. Let's put some black in the front. Okay, that looks good. So now let's go into the purple shade called Take Me Back. And start patting it in the front. How y'all feeling about the Camila Cabello situation where she like got caught with all these racist things on Tumblr and Twitter and wherever else? I don't even know anything about the girl. I heard she's supposed to be in like some girl band or something, but like I was too old to be concerned about girl bands when like she was in a girl band or whatever. And then I heard she's supposed to be in the band with that girl Normani though, and like she was being real racist and rude to her too. So I'm just like, I'm like, the only thing I knew about her is she dated like Shawn Mendes. That's the only like reason I knew she like existed, not to be mean. So on top of everything else, she's trying to be like whack. Cause like somebody asked her in one of the comments like, how is it they want to be like a strong black woman like she is when she grows up, like how did she do it or something, and then she said she had to work at it or something. It's like, you won't forever be working at it because you're not black at all. What are you talking about? I'm just like, these people out here crazy. Like, she always talking about she had to work at it really hard to be a black woman. You're not a black woman at all. What? Like, I thought she was Hispanic because I'm like, her last name is Cabello. I'm like, I don't know. But they say she was making fun of the Hispanic and Asian community as well. So I'm like, are you not Hispanic? Or are you just not Mexican and that's why you thought it was okay to make fun of Mexicans? Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, what world you thought this was okay? And then, of course, they had, like, people saying, like, we should forgive her and move on. But, of course, all the people that were saying that we should forgive her and move on weren't the color of the people that she was talking about. So, it's easy for you to say move on because it doesn't affect you in any way. I hate when people do that. Like, if it doesn't affect you, stay in your lane and out of mine. Like, if she talked about black people, she talked about Hispanic people, and she talked about Asian people, if you're not part of that group, what are you telling us what we need to do? What you need to do is tend to your individual business. not try to tell other groups of people how to feel about stuff that isn't related to you at all. But y'all, that just really annoys me. Like, don't try to tell groups of people how to feel when you're not a part of the group. But like, when stuff happens to your group, I don't try to tell you how to feel about it. So give me that same respect. Anyway, we're gonna take the shade Lover Letters now. Now this one you have to kind of tap on because it's more of a, like, you know, sheer iridescent type topper shade. So you might want to spray it if you want to get like more out of it. I didn't really care enough to spray it. I was just like, she's just gonna be sheer today, honey. She can be cute and sheer. That is okay. Okay, y'all, so for the inner corner, I did something a little unique. I put this Moira multi-chrome gel liner pencil on top of the inner corner shade. And the inner corner shade is When It Rains. So we're going to put When It Rains on, and then we're going to put that on top. And then we should be finished with this look, and I'll give y'all my thoughts on this palette. I like the fact that this shifts from like gold to I think like a purplish shade from what I see. But like, y'all know me, I'm extra, so I had to give a little extra oomph. And I actually put this on top of my eyeliner, liquid eyeliner that I use. I think I'm going to put it underneath on this eye though. Yeah, so we're going to pop this in the inner corner. So I literally just like lightly wrote it on top so I could see like the coloring in my eye. Let me turn it. I'm trying to turn enough to where y'all can see like the color changing, hopefully. But it gives a nice cute little extra shifting moment to the eye, if you will. And this is what the color looks like. So it's green to like, I'm sorry, it's like gold to like pink. So now I have a pink purple effect when I turn the eyes in the inner corner. Hopefully that's what I was hoping for by doing it. But we back you on up when we talk about these eyes. So as you can see, I did a little bit extra when it came to my liner. Like I put liner up here and then I put liner down here. So I want to be a little extra, do a cute little moment. I want to bring a little bit of brightness back because although the lid was bright, I felt like the rest of it was like kind of smoky. And since the first look was kind of smoky, I didn't want to make it too smoky. So I tried to add some fun pops of color back into the eyes. But I like the two eye looks I came up with. I will say though, I feel like I could have came up with those eye looks with other palettes I already have. So it's not necessarily a necessity in my collection. However, I'm glad to have it. It has the same good quality when it comes to the mattes. The shimmers are the best shimmers she's had from the brand so far. So I'm glad she's still trying to improve the shimmer formula. I feel like they get better and better with each palette. I love the shimmery, sparkly ones with a lot of glitter in the best that are somewhat sheer but still give a decent amount of pigmentation on the eye, like the one I put on the lid now, Love Letters. I'm really loving that one right there. But those are pretty much my thoughts on it. If you were interested in purchasing it, it's the same Blend Buddy quality they have, and these are probably the best shimmers you'll get from them. They're similar to the ones in All Done Up. So if you like those topper edge shimmer shades they had in All Done Up, then I feel like you'll like this. But yeah, I like it. I don't love it. I'm not gonna pretend like I love it. It's okay. I feel like if I didn't get it, I'd be fine, but I'm glad to have it as an addition to my collection. So those are my thoughts. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. Memberships down below if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. You blessed, girl. Bye.